Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals well, he's fucking Spider-Man, isn't he? There's honestly not that much to review here as such, because it's Spider-Man. It's like trying to review Superman, almost. Like, sure, you could do it, but what would be the point? Spider-Man is such a bedrock baseline hero design. He's so central to what being a Marvel hero even is, that it's like being a music reviewer and then someone asks you to review the concept of sound. What are you gonna say? It's Spider-Man. This is foundational. But okay, let's try it anyway. So his suit, to me, looks most like the Sensational Spider-Man suit, which I think was exclusively worn by Ben Reilly in the comics, who's a clone of Peter Parker, except when he's occasionally the original Peter Parker with brainwashing symptoms. Don't ask. And that is an interesting design choice, even though I don't think it really means anything. To my knowledge, Rivals Spidey is just original flavor Peter Parker. It's definitely a deliberately more complex suit design, with blue surfaces and wedges breaking up the red main color and separating his body parts more than a lot of his other suits do. It would probably be kind of a nightmare to try and draw this thing and keep it consistent in a comic, but Rivals doesn't have that problem, and I guess they wanted to set their Spidey apart a little bit. It also looks padded in a protective athletic gear sort of way. It looks more rubber than fabric, ultimately, and that does give Spidey a sort of slightly more professional vibe. Like, this isn't Peter making his first suit in his bedroom. It's not a pair of fancy pajamas. It looks manufactured and extremely customized to his needs. So I guess the vibe here is an experienced Spider-Man, someone who's been doing this for most of his life and who's gotten comfortable in it. Spider-Man in his prime, which, yeah, that does make sense that that's the Spider-Man that Rivals would pick. I do wish that he had visible web shooters. I prefer the visible shooters with, like, the cartridges on them, because Peter is technically supposed to be a techie gadget hero building his own stuff. And personally, I also don't really like the shrink-wrapped sneaker thing that his modern suits do on the feet. Probably this is at least partly nostalgia for the sharp wedge feet that Todd McFarlane used to draw on him back when I was a kid reading the comics, but still, something about the sneakers feels cosplay-like to me in my head. Like, it feels like the kind of concession you would make for a suit if you have to wear it to walk around for 6 hours at a Comic-Con, or if you're going to be on set for 6 hours filming the MCU. If I have a real criticism, though, it's that I think that the red suit with webbing looks best when it's one big connected surface on the torso. And with all the blue wedges and black decals constantly breaking it up here, I think the color scheme ends up looking a little bit fractured and a bit messy. It feels like they added complexity and detail just for the sake of adding complexity and detail, but not to conjure any specific or unique aesthetic idea. Especially the blue gloves on the backs of his hands feels off to me in this way. It feels so unmotivated. Still, though, it's fucking Spider-Man. Like, it's Spider-Man, he looks like Spider-Man, he swings like Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is, at a baseline, cool.